One of the top animators for Disney and Pixar has been sentenced to 25 years in prison for some of the most twisted and disturbing things I have ever heard of. So, like always, viewer discretion is advised. The name of this man is Bulham Boshiba, a key veteran of Disney and Pixar animation studios. Currently awaiting trial in Paris, he's accused of having ordered the rape of hundreds of young girls in the Philippines through live streaming. Now, he has now been found guilty and sentenced to 25 years, but prior to his arrest, Bushiba, who is 59 years old, had been a key animator at Disney and Pixar for decades. At Disney, he was an animator on Esmeralda and the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hades in Hercules, and the title character of Tarzan, as well as the supervising animator of Jumba and Lilo and Stitch. He also animated on the Oscar-nominated shorts Lorenzo and Runaway Brain. At Pixar, Bushiba animated on The Incredibles, Ratatouille, and Up. He was often involved early in projects to help figure out how characters move, and in Ratatouille he played an important role in the early shots of Remy teaching Linguini how to cook. More recently, he had worked in story and development on Soul, Incredibles 2, Luca, and Elemental. On Luca, one artist on the film credited him with helping to define Luca's movement and how to appealingly group his tail and limb for maximum flow. His illustrious animation career also includes story credits on DreamWorks' How to Train Your Dragon films, animating on the Oscar-winning shorts Dear Basketball, and storyboarding on Trollhunters: Tales of Arcadia. In an interview, Bushiba was praised for his work on developing the Forbidden Friendship sequence in How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. So this man was very important and very high up in the animation of these cartoon-looking shows and movies. And you're gonna find something out really disturbing very soon, but let's figure out how they even caught this guy. The law enforcement agency of the European Union started investigating him in 2019 when they noticed suspicious movements of funds to the Philippines. According to an exclusive report, this is France's oldest and second largest national newspaper. And let me just make a note. This is one of the only English articles at the time I'm making this videos. There's only a couple of them in English. So I think the detailed ones are the ones in French, I believe. And I'm trying to Google translate them, but a lot of them won't translate it for me because of all of the information and detail that this guy did to the children. So it's kind of getting blocked, but I mean, this is really all we need to know. So the investigation revealed that he had been paying for remote sexual abuse of minors ages 3 years old to 15. The number of live streams was in the hundreds, and it reached as many as 1,000 children. Now this is where it gets really weird. Bushiba had been previously arrested and convicted in 2014. He sexually assaulted the 8-year-old daughter of his partner at the time. He received a 2-year suspended sentence, and it was discovered that his first criminal case he had viewed child pornography, okay? But listen to this. The sexual assault conviction did not affect his animation prospects. Afterwards, he continued to work regularly on Pixar animated features. He was hired by Glenn Keane to animate on Dear Basketball, among other assignments. How could you rehire someone as one of the biggest animation companies in the world after he was arrested for that? This man referred to children as pigs. He admitted during his interrogations the children whose abuse he ordered were scared and often crying. It's horrible what's happening to them, he said, and I think they express it to the adult, and most of the time they don't stop. I mean, this is one of the most disturbing things I've read. Someone who would pay to order the live stream of kids being tortured and sexually assaulted. I mean, this is a different type of level of stuff that I've never even heard of. And this man knows that something is going on with him because listen to what he said. I'm aware of everything I've done. I ask the victims for forgiveness. Bushiba said this during his trial. He was looking forward to the benefits of prison, specifically meaning he would not be tempted to abuse children while behind bars. So I decided to look deeper into this market, and I found this interesting article and just listen to what they say. Children as young as 5 are abused on camera several times a day as buyers in different time zones link up online. So, children are being regularly abused live on camera to satisfy the appetites of perverts living thousands of miles away. And comment down below if you heard of this before. I really don't know how I haven't. This seems like it's a really big deal in a really big market overseas, and it's absolutely disturbing. It says the Pacific Ocean island is now the global epicenter for child sex abuse, with the 8 of 10 Filipino kids reportedly at risk of sexual abuse and sexual assault via the web. UNICEF says children as young as 5 are being forced to take part in X rated webcam shows several times a day as buyers in different time zones link up online. We can reveal how slum kids are abused on webcam shows just so they can afford food. Perverts order kids as young as 5 to carry out degrading acts on film. Babies are abused in movies passed around by pedophiles in the UK. Children work around the clock to service a global audience of pedophiles. There are now 1 million reports of online sex abuse in the country a year. Now, the article goes on, but you get the idea. I mean, this is absolutely sickening, and there are a lot of people in the West using this technology to get access to this imagery, and it's happening all over the world. And we just saw this Hollywood animator get in trouble for it, and there's a lot of other people, and hopefully this comes to light and this stops because it seems like it is very, very bad.